He said no.
Oh, no, it's because I didn't say it.
Yeah. Well, that'll be the cause of it. That's what we're going with. All right. So let's see. We are on, and we're going to record this to the cloud.
Move this over a wee bit.
All right. We should be okay. It looks like we're all engines to speed, turbines all over the set. We're all ready to go. So welcome to Seminar Saturday of Roadshow weekend, Whiskey Roadshow. Thank you for all coming. And, oh, no, does it come on yet? Oh, let's just check and see. Uh-oh. There we are. No, we're on. Okay. It's always good to double check. Well, welcome to, this is the MACALLAN Masterclass with Molly Melville. We'll be hunting white whales later on, but as usual, we won't catch any. Molly, so glad to have you here today.
Thank you so
Molly,
much.
for those of you who don't know, is the brand ambassador for the MACALLAN. She's based out of New York. She came here today to see us. I don't know why. She must have lost a bet. Anyway, so she's here tonight to do the masterclass with you. You got before you 6 great whiskeys, all poured out for you. And listen, tell us a little bit of what's going on at the MACALLAN.
Yeah.
Don't let them let too long because then they'll start drinking everything.
Okay, perfect.
All right, just let you know.
Yeah, I'll keep it short. But yeah, welcome. Thank you so much for having me up here. I just drove up from New York this morning, and surprisingly, even though it's on the wrong side of the road for me, I made it safely, thankfully.
That's what that accident was. Okay, good. Now I know why I was late. All right, good.
But yeah, I've been with the MACALLAN now for 4.5 years. But if you can tell by my accent, I did grow up 10 minutes down the road from the distillery.
In Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, exactly. It's a Brooklyn accent. But has anyone been to Scotland in this room? Oh, okay, perfect. I know I'm in the right crowd, right, of people. Has anyone been to MACALLAN specifically? Yeah, a few people. Beautiful. Yeah, I moved to the US 6 years ago.
Your fiance just raised his hand.
Oh,
I know you've been there.
Yeah, my fiance still lives in Scotland, and you can't hear me?
Bring her up a little closer.
Is that better? Better? Okay,
yeah.
perfect. Yeah, just tell me louder.
Hey, look, is it better?
Better.
All right.
That was a British accent. Scottish.
I know, but just the way you said it. I don't know, man. You're losing it.
So it's yes, because I've been here for 6 years.
That's right.
Okay, that's why. But yeah, I've been with MACALLAN for 4.5 years, and my fiance did fly over here just for this tasting as well. But he lives in Scotland, and my younger brother works at MACALLAN Distillery in the warehouses, looking after the oak casks. For those who've been to MACALLAN Estate, we have beautiful 485 acres of land called East Relkeys, and last year we celebrated 200 years of legal distillation. We do actually have. You don't know, most of the Scotch industry began illegally, but we have written records dating back to 1543 of when we first have written records. You can imagine they weren't writing everything that they were doing even before then, but a really rich history for MACALLAN. And last year was such a huge celebration, 200 years young. We celebrated with a couple of incredible whiskies, one of them being the Harmony Vibrant Oak. I'll show you the packaging in a moment, but it's got the 200-year on the top of it as well.
Yeah, I really like that we're going to actually do it like a head-to-head comparison.
I know, and I love this as well.
You don't get to do that all the time.
No, and to be honest, this is the most MACALLANs I've done back-to-back ever. I usually do maybe 3, 4 if I'm lucky, so I'm really excited to take us through some lovely collectible whiskies as well, but a classic, we're finishing on 18 Sherry Oak. But MACALLAN, 485 acres, again, 200 years of incredible history. We own 2 miles of the most iconic fly fishing river Spey as well. So anyone fly fish? Couple? Good. So you should go back. Go back and learn how to fly fish on the river Spey, because you get taught how to do a specific Spey cast as well. And again, really rich history of MACALLAN. You can go to our state, stay on there, drink the whiskey, and learn how to fly fish. It's beautiful.
There you go.
But
all right, book me now.
Okay, amazing. So yeah, we have some incredible whiskeys. I would love your questions as well, and I want your feedback. Tell me what you think of them. I always stress this, we all have different palates, noses, depends what you've eaten that day. Spicy food, if you drink black coffee, if you're a smoker, all of it affects the overall palate. And nosing your whiskey, you already see it now. Nosing is so important, which is why we presented them in the tulip glasses today. Got the classic Glencairn glasses that we all know and love. These ones MACALLAN have really been focusing on using because of the sherry partnership This is more of like a sherry wine glass. And in the US, everyone thinks I'm saying cherry, but it's sherry, like fortified wine. So sherry, of course, being made in the southwest of Spain, called the sherry triangle. Like champagne can only be made in Champagne, sherry can only be made in this specific sherry triangle in the southwest of Spain.
Okay.
So for the past 2 years, we've had the exclusive partnership with Val d'Espino. However, we have been using some form of sherry for seasoning our oak casks since 1892. So that is why we're presenting them today in more of the tulip style glass to really play on the storytelling of the sherry partnership as well with Val d'Espino.
That's great.
Yeah.
And we get to do some back-to-backs in different years too, which is great too.
I know. I mean, the first couple we have is actually all flavor-led whiskies. It's nice. We're actually starting with the flavor-leds and then ending with the age statements. But as you know, Macallan have incredible flavor-led whiskies as well. And of course, it's aged whiskey in there. A lot of people always ask me, okay, but what is the youngest age? And the reason we aren't telling you is because maybe they've pulled a sample from a 15-year-old cask and it's got the perfect note of tea for the first one we're going to drink, Jing tea. But maybe they found the 20-year-old with a perfect caramel note and they'll pull that. Whenever you age date on the bottle, legally it has to be the youngest age.
Right.
Wouldn't be fair to call that the youngest whiskey when there's also older married into it as well. So it's more about the inspiration and the partnership. And so the first two whiskies we have are the Harmony collection.
Well, there's no ages here.
Yes.
We're not into ageism here. So
There we go.
Be all set.
Perfect.
Hers?
Me?
I can't.
Oh, okay.
Everything? How's that? That better?
I can project if you want.
Yeah, we can both project. Trust me. All right, good. Yeah, just tweak it just a little bit. I just don't want to get a reverb back. Just so any of you know, when you ask a question, I'm going to sort of repeat the question so that the people that are watching us on like Facebook and stuff like that can understand what you've asked. All right. Just so if we go to that. All right. Can you hear us in the back now?
Is that
Good.
better?
All right. Or better. You got a big group tonight. I mean, when you say you're going to taste the Macallan, you're going to do a master class.
There we go.
We sold out. Everybody's here. You know, everybody that wanted to be here is here. And all the other people are looking in through the window. So, all right.
Amazing.
All right. So let's get started because, you know, they're going to get a little restless if we didn't start drinking.
Honestly,
what do you think
I'm a
we're gonna
little
do?
cold in here, but yes. So we're going to start. Now, it does say in your tray, the first whiskey, we're going to start the top left-hand corner. See? Left and right driving.
Yeah, this is why I worry about you on the road.
Don't worry, I have to
you know
drive
something?
after.
No matter where you are and what side you drive on, this is still your right hand. This is still your left hand.
Right.
Okay, all right. Just making sure.
So the top left hand is actually going to be our newest Harmony collection, released about a month ago, Harmony Jing Tea. So do you all know about the Harmony collection in general? No? Okay, I'll talk a little bit about it as well. So this release began in 2021. You've probably heard of the old edition series, yeah? Bottles 1 through 6. Everyone tells me how they can't find the first edition anymore because everyone drank it. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's great.
And then they didn't realize second, third, fourth, sixth. Oh no, now there's a collectible series and I drank all the first one. But this is kind of to replace that. So
it doesn't say that on your map, but that's what it is. Just want to, because then
Yeah.
I can see the confused looks.
yeah, so it says Jerez on there instead, but actually it's the Harmony Jing Tea. That's the one we're drinking and it's brand new. So we wanted to give it to you. But this one again came out not even a month ago. Harmony collection in general, again, collectible series, kind of replacing that edition series where again, they're all flavor led, but this one's really focused on nature and sustainability. So the packaging you might notice is slightly different to the others. The packaging is actually biodegradable, so the box. The first edition we had was rich cacao, inspired by chocolate. Second edition was intense Arabica, inspired by coffee. The third one was Amber Meadow, inspired by the wildflowers in Scotland. If you don't know, we have our national flower of Scotland. Does anyone know what it is? The thistle. Sorry, I've got my head on it. Yeah, the thistle. Spiky on the outside to protect the precious flower on the inside. So the third edition, really inspired by the wildflowers and grass cuttings were used within the paper in the box. Fourth edition, vibrant oak, inspired by the oak chippings, the casks. And then finally, Jing Tea, which we just launched, inspired by tea. So all of them really focusing on different natural products that we consume or we use. And then it's about giving it a new life in packaging or inspiration for whiskey. So let's pick up the glass. Now this Jing Tea, I would say we're probably starting with the lightest whiskey that we have. Giving it a nose is super important. It's quite florally on the nose, which it should be. It's inspired by their orchard honey tea. We also always have an edition with this in global travel retail, which if you're traveling, please grab it. I tasted it recently, but this one's really unique because it is only American oak and also ex-bourbon barrels, which we don't often use at Macallan. We're really known for the rich European and always sherry seasoning our oak casks. We have a couple of old casks in the warehouse that were ex-bourbon that sometimes they pull out for limited editions. But yeah, this one has a sorry, I don't know if you heard that really loudly.
That's what we know you're working. Really nice. I mean, you're getting some of that honeysuckle on there already.
Exactly, yeah.
And
They're talking
almost
about
like a little bit like
floral.
almost orange blossom,
Yep.
sort of like on that too.
Again, really beautiful, quite light as well. But when you nose your whiskey, I actually open my mouth when I do it as well. Don't breathe in through your mouth, but doing this helps it kind of filter back to your palate. And it's my first whiskey today. No judgment if it's not any of yours, but it helps warm up your palate a little bit as well. Slanger. Let's have a little sip.
You can't drink all day unless you start in the morning. That's science.
Mm.
You get a little bit of that spice at the end too, like a tea spice, because it's not a baking spice.
Yeah. For me, I don't know. For me, it's almost like a very lighter version of nutmeg. Very, very faint. Cardamom. That was it. Yes.
Cardamom
Yeah.
place, black tea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would probably do it.
No, it's really beautiful. Again, it's quite light, quite floral. It's not your classic Macallan flavor profile, but I know this is going to be so popular over here.
Do you find that? Yeah. Do you find that like is it a lot when you come up, like this is lovely? Do you guys like this? Yeah. Right. It's really lovely. By the way, just online, everybody agreed they really liked it. That's what there was a hurrah. It. Do you find though, like when you guys come out with something like this, that's really sort of a departure from what people think of the Macallan? It's very elegant, put together. It's very well balanced. Do you find that people sometimes you have to fight and really have to teach people about it?
Not here in the US, in my experience. And I think it's because over here you guys grew up drinking bourbons and ryes, and these have more of those flavor profiles, which relate to that.
Here's the big difference, and we always talk about this. The biggest difference between over here in America and across the pond is that we grew up drinking eating sugary cereals for breakfast, and you guys had like oatmeal.
Yes,
so
oatmeal
like
with a bit of whiskey on top too.
Right. So that's sort of like it sort of breaks the thing. We do palate tends to skew a little bit sweeter.
Yeah. And I found that as well. A lot of people, they try the European oak. And you know, the main difference is in the types of oak wood. Of course, seasoning with sherry is very important to pull out the astringencies for our casks, but it really is where the oak is from. And I'll explain in a second about the whole vertical integration that we have, because it's very rare that a distillery has full ownership from acorn to glass. But the European oak wood is red oak, the type that we're using. And the red oak is more porous, so you're going to get darker colors and richer flavors. Even look at the 18-year-old and the first whiskey. Look at the color difference in that, right? And so, and this isn't, 18 is a really classic year for us. But when you get into like the 25s and the 30s, you see even how richer they become in flavor profile and color. And then the American oak wood, without it having to be ex-bourbon, still gives those beautiful lighter notes. So yeah, to answer your question, I think in my experience, I've not had any issue with that. And also the good thing is they both have their purposes, right? Yep. People love the classic range. 18 is going to be coming out every single year. Same with the 12, same with the 25s. But this is something different. It's collectible, part of that series. So I think you can love both. And luckily, our clients do love both.
Okay, good. It's just a curious thing because sometimes, like, we tend to drink as we drink, especially something like Macallan, which is so iconic. Brand, it is like basically a specific flavor and style driven.
Yep.
And you always wonder like how does that play up when you start like deviating from that?
Yeah. I think also what's great is, again, this is more collectible as well. So even though maybe the flavor has changed, the spirit is always the same. What I mean by that is the base spirit, the new make spirit that we get from our distillation. The spirit that we get for our 12-year-old to the Harmony collection, to the oldest whiskey we have now, 84 years old, all begins the same.
Right.
So it still has that beautiful viscosity, which is my favorite thing about Macallan. Pick up the glass and you can swirl it around. Look at the oils left at the side of it like legs in wine. I don't know if you've ever noticed that about Macallan.
Short, stocky stills.
Exactly. Macallan have the shortest stills in Speyside and the second shortest in the whole of Scotland. So we get a really beautiful, rich viscosity to the whiskey. So even though we might be using different casks, that rich spirit is always the same, which is my favorite thing personally. What do you all think?
Like this one?
Like it?
Yeah, the nose even develops even more as you go back to it.
I know. And I mentioned, I mean, I always have cold hands anyways, but I don't know. I want to hear how you guys enjoy your whiskey too. I always get asked about ice and water and whatnot. I like to hold, no, I like to hold my whiskey in my hand like this. So you can go and do this if you want. And the heat from your hand will help naturally warm up the glass a little bit. And because Macallan is such a high viscosity to the spirit, it helps burst open the oils in the whiskey as well. So you can sit with this again, come back to it, nose it, and it just develops beautifully over the tasting.
This is 43.9 ABV just for those in the thing. And those of you who just scoffed at water, there's two things that can happen. Either you can put water in it or you can let somebody else put water in it. And the distillery already put water in it. So just keep that in mind, that water plays an integral part in any process that has to do with distillation.
Yeah.
And, you know, when you start getting into higher ABVs, it's great to drink them that way. Just remember, there's a balance between flavor and anesthetizing your mouth and actually truly enjoying the whiskey. So I find that when I drink, like, especially, you know, matter of fact, that's why I got a frog in my throat. I choked on some this morning. But when I usually drink high alcohol whiskeys, I bring it down and think of it as whiskey concentrate.
Yep.
Because I usually drink both of my stuff between like 100 and 110 from cask strength. All right. This is already done. But even this, if I'll do it right now. If you guys want to, if you've not drunk the whole thing, add just like a drop of water in that and watch all the other flavors that start popping up in that too. So like it's important like for tasting whiskey and drinking whiskey in general, or going through and choosing and the blending process and all this stuff. Water plays an integral role in that. And it just, please don't use tap water. That's the only thing I ask.
Yeah. Or sparkling.
Yeah. Well, that's fun though. Yeah, I think you're taking the fun out of it. That's sort of fun. Actually, when I do American bourbon and rye, I do use sparkling water to make it go flat. I make it go flat.
Interesting.
But use mineral water. So, but make it go flat, and that really pops the flavors that go on.
Wow.
In rye and bourbons. So keep that in mind too.
I just added a drop there. I personally, what I like to do, especially when I'm at a restaurant and they don't have the nice pipette,
Dump in the cap.
Dump it in the cap and then literally use your finger and dab a little bit in. So if you want to be really precise about it, or if you're out at the restaurant and they don't have a pipette, there we go. You have your own. Okay, we're with pros. Then yeah.
Oh, the accoutrements in this room are just all over the place. Is it plastic or is it glass? Hand blown? Oh, great.
But yeah, it just kind of, for me, it brings out more of those florally notes I get.
You can do the Randall Bird method where you actually drink water and then drink the whiskey.
Oh, wow.
Gets enough water in there too.
Interesting.
Yeah, try that too. But you'll find that it will show. So everybody likes this one? Okay, now forget this one. We're going on to the next one.
If you do have some in your glass, I actually like to go back to it. But Harmony Vibrant Oak.
Did anybody save any so when they go back and forth, they can go back and forth on the next one? I did say we were going to compare them at the beginning of this thing. So usually I have to set up like right away. If I don't,
if I forget as well, I know.
Oh, I'm all done. I'll need some more whiskey. All right. So what is the next one? We got the Vibrant Oak.
Vibrant Oak. I love the name of this. So this was part of the 200-year celebration. We all know of Cirque du Soleil, right? Yep. So thank you. We partnered with Cirque du Soleil last year. I did not get to go. It was at the MACALLAN estate, and we have our 40-odd warehouses there. And Cirque du Soleil created these Scottish characters called Ayla. Ayla was for the American oak. And so they basically did this performance among the casks. My mother and father got to go and witness it. And we took some beautiful friends of the MACALLAN over from the US to see it as well. But basically, this is what is kind of explained on the packaging here. So this is collaboration with Cirque du Soleil, 200 on the top. So that's a really nice touch for the Harmony collection. It's the only one that's going to say that. And this one is only American oak. So unlike the first one being American oak annex bourbon, this one is American sherry seasoned, and also just American refill. So there's no ex bourbon in this. For me, it's going to be slightly warmer, less of that sweetness that you get from the ex bourbon barrel. The nose of this one immediately is nowhere near as florally as the first whiskey I got. Much more vanilla.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, but they should have called this vanilla.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a good way. Not vanilla isn't boring.
Listen, vanilla ice cream is incredible.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, it screamed at.
Yeah, a lot of vanilla in there. Slanja. Do you all know what that means, by the way? Slanja? Slanjava? To your health, exactly. Slanjava. Now, who can spell it? There's a bar in New York.
Yeah, they can all spell. Now, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Do that one now.
Yeah, exactly. So the Scottish one goes from top left, top to bottom right, like that.
As long as you don't not use one and it's English, we're okay.
But who spells the va part? Slanjava?
It's A.
Yes. Slante ma, but Slanjava. So our traditional Gaelic language, as you said, different to Gaelic and Irish, but similar. Slanjava.
I'm going back and trying the other one.
I love vibrant oak.
Yeah, but see, when you go back now, I never trust your first sip, but that's what I wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Is go back to the first one now. All of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of other flavors that are popping. Including a lemon.
Yeah, you're right. There's like some beautiful citrus note in that first whiskey.
All of a sudden, lemon pop. If you haven't done it, try it. Go back to the first one. All of a sudden, at the end, there's a Meyer lemon sitting right in the middle of your tongue on the finish.
And again, the boxes for both of these are biodegradable. So first one made from paper, both are from paper, obviously, but this one has got tea leaves, used tea leaves, and then these are from some of our old MACALLAN oak casks, chippings from that.
Nice.
So we don't waste anything in Scotland. Especially the casks. They're so important.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mentioned about the vertical integration briefly, but I think it's really important to MACALLAN's story because we get 100% of the natural color. So even just looking in front of you, you can see the various hues. We're one of the few distilleries. There's over 130 distilleries in Scotland, single malt distilleries, but less than 25 of them add caramel coloring, and we're one of those. So caramel coloring doesn't actually change the flavor, but it does make the process for bottling a little bit simpler at the end. What we do is we have a team of 6 whiskey makers. Our master whiskey maker is Kirstine Campbell, and she's been with Edrington, which is the mother company of MACALLAN, since 2007, I believe. But she came to MACALLAN's side in 2019. So she's been the first female master whiskey maker for MACALLAN, and she leads the team of 6, including herself, to pick out the different casks, pull samples onto the whiskey bench, which is basically like this. And they have these little bottles of all the different cask samples, and they practice marrying different percentages from different casks together and then creating the overall percentage for each whiskey that they're pulling from. So whenever I'm talking about that, you know, the vibrant oak is American sherry seasoned and American refill. Those are 2 types of casks, but together they could be coming from 15 different casks of those 2 types. So it's not just 2 or 1 cask being used, it's cask types that we're talking about as well. But their jobs are to nose mainly, but also taste and hand select each cask that will be used for every single whiskey. But they also have to match the color. And this is extremely important for, of course, the annual releases. So 18-year-old, if it was a different color to 2 years ago, people who love 18 would question that. Why is it different now? They have to keep the color consistent and also the flavor consistent. So it just shows that extra level of detail that we go towards with having our whiskey mastery team at MACALLAN.
Did you guys go in between the 2? All right. I listen, you taste what you and smell what you want to taste. And I don't like to lead, I never lead anybody down the primrose path. But I just have a question. When you went back to the second one, which is the vibrant oak, after you tasted the first one again, smell the second one, the vibrant oak again, and tell me if you get a fresh box of California raisins. None of those sauterne things that you guys have over there.
You mean the red packet?
Yeah.
Cardboard packet?
No.
Oh.
The California raisins. You get it? Yeah. But I didn't get, did you get that did you get that when you tasted it the first time? You did? I didn't.
I think it's the mind game because now I completely see what you're saying.
Well, that's why I don't like to tell anybody what I'm tasting. So those of you who've been with us a long time know I'll do that one every once in a while. And I go, you taste the pineapple? There's no pineapple in there?
Yeah.
And I'll see how many people just say, yeah. Don't ever let anybody do that to you. Yeah, pumpkin spice. There's no pumpkin spice in this one. Sorry.
We should come out with a pumpkin spice for this time. Yeah.
No, you should not. No.
Joking Facebook Live.
I got pumpkin spice. All right. Now you got me on the thing. My pet peeve with pumpkin spice is I love spice that they call pumpkin spice.
All right.
My biggest thing is most of the stuff they call pumpkin spice has no pumpkin in it.
Yeah.
And the reason why they have no pumpkin is because pumpkin tastes terrible.
Yeah.
Pumpkin's disgusting. You have to put the entire baking spice rack into a pumpkin pie for it to taste good. I'll just leave it at that.
It's funny. It's much more of a thing over here than in Scotland.
Yeah. Well, see, the true autumnal flavor is apple.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Heirloom pumpkin tastes great. Go away. Stop it. Go. Heirloom pumpkins taste great. I'm going to tell me now next to how good candy corn is. You crayon chewing psychopaths.
Beautiful.
By the way, candy corn is only seasonally, and no matter how hard they try, it only is good for Halloween.
What is that?
Circus peanuts, however, are eternal. They're forever.
I've never heard of those in my life.
Never heard of circus peanuts?
No, we don't have those in Scotland.
You do, because I got them over there.
Okay.
So if you ever taste circus peanuts, is one of the flavor profiles we pick out, but circus peanuts is vanilla and banana.
Beautiful.
So
kind of like the next whiskey, actually.
there we go.
Classic cut.
See, we worked right into that. You
Right.
thought we planned this. All right, the next one is
Classic
cut.
cut. Now, I do need to check on this because every edition is different. This is the 2024, which is 52.4%
Okay.
ABV. You mentioned vanilla, banana, lemon. This one literally vanilla, tropical, and lemon. Now, I specifically get that when I add a drop of water because this is such a higher ABV. Kind of needs it a little bit in my opinion, but I still like to try it first neat just to get the pure flavor. A lot of vanilla there. That lemon's really strong at first, actually, when I drink it.
You're talking to a bunch of proof cowboys out there. They're like how high can you get it? You heard of hazmat, right?
Now, what's beautiful about this is it's also non-chilled filtered. If anyone loves non-chilled filtered whiskeys, lots
more of
more
a
of the
texture
natural
thing.
oils. Yeah,
That's more of a texture thing for me.
yeah. No,
Okay.
100% because it's got more of the oils
Yeah.
in there. I'm gonna add a drop of water. I got quite a bit of lemon there at first, though.
That's really good.
I love Classic Cut. And the whole idea behind Classic Cut, even though it's a flavor-led whiskey, it's the closest thing that you can buy for a more affordable price. They're usually under $200 a bottle. I've seen them for like $150, but closest thing you can kind of get to a cask strength whiskey from MACALLAN. So the client, the customer, consumer has its own chance to cut it with water rather than having the classic kind of 43% ABV whiskeys. So that's why it's called Classic Cut. We can cut it with water and really tailor it to our own ABV.
How many of you guys have had the classic cut? Yeah, that's one that a lot. You know why? Because half the time we haven't been. It's not always available. We can't always get it. That's part of it.
I know it is different for me being in New York State as well. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I get a lot more of that tropical note there. Honestly, it's kind of, I know you were talking about pineapple earlier. I kind of get that pineapple.
I have wormed your way into your head now. That's all you're going to taste. No, I'm just teasing. It really does have tropical in there.
But you know what's interesting about this as well? It's one of the few classic cuts that also incorporate ex-bourbon. This is American, European sherry seasoned oak casks and ex-bourbon barrels. So different from both that we've already had.
Yeah.
I asked the question for one of our whiskey masters about tropical notes and older ages, and she said, you know, the older an ex-bourbon barrel will become, the more it turns from like the citrus, lemon, orange notes to tropical notes as well.
I find a lot of them you get into the realm of like apricots.
Yeah.
Like that stone fruit apricot.
Yeah.
A lot too. So I love classic cut. Yeah. That's probably one of my favorite Macallans. But because you're right, because it's I get the higher ABV. I use it as a whiskey concentrate. I can add a little water to it.
Exactly.
No problem.
Can really tailor it to yourself.
Yeah, you can sort of like, mess with it a little bit. It's got plenty of flavor. If I want to add ice to it, I was waiting for that one to go, but not really, but I just figured I'd see who went for that. But yeah, it was really beautiful stuff.
Yeah. And Classic Cat, again, is an annual statement. So flavor led. There's no age on the
Guys, just got to bring it down a little bit because everybody in the back can't hear if you're all talking. Okay.
So Classic Cut, again, flavor led like the first two whiskeys, but this one's 2024 and the casks change every single time. So I'm waiting for 2025 to come. But yeah, it changes every single year. So that's a great collection to have as well. People collect from 2018, 2017. People go crazy for the 2018 one in particular as well. But yeah, I mentioned earlier about, the whole vertical integration of our casks as well. So I mentioned with this one, we're using American, European sherry seasoned and also ex-bourbon. We're the only distillery to have that full vertical integration from the oak trees themselves in the forests.
Yeah.
We partner exclusively with Cooper's Oak out here in Ohio for the American oak wood, which is white oak is the species that we're getting, Quercus alba. And the red oak coming from the north of Spain, south of France, the Quercus robur. So the red oak is going to be more porous as well. So you get darker colors, more flavor from it. American white oak that we're using is a little bit more dense, but you get more vanillins in there as well. So much lighter colors, lighter flavors. Again, being white oak, the red oak get darker colors, richer flavors. So we literally have teams out there, the foresters, who harvest the oak tree. And they're looking at the specific oak trees themselves for specific standards. So they need to be a certain height, not many branches or knots in the tree that could potentially cause leaks further down the line. Once they harvest them, we chop them into staves and we do 1 year of air drying wherever they've been harvested from. The second year of air drying down in Jerez, the sherry producing region, or Jerez. And so 2 full years of air drying is quite unusual. Most distilleries will kiln dry their oak wood in a couple of weeks. We don't want to tamper with the natural tannins within the wood that give us, again, 100% of the flavor and 80% of the flavor, 100% of the color. After the 2 years of air drying, they're then sent to the cooperages. We own Vecima, who deal with the American oak casks, and Tavasa, who work with our European oak wood.
Okay.
They're crafting them into 500-liter casks. So that is what we want to use for MACALLAN. We trust the partners in Jerez because 500-liter casks is what they've been making for hundreds of years. So we've put our trust fully into Vecima, Tavasa. They're crafting them. We call it raising a cask. Very labor-intensive process. And then it's a virgin oak cask. There's been no alcohol in there until it's sent 10 minutes down the road to our partners at Valdespino. They create a proprietary seasoning sherry for us to fill up the oak casks with to the very brim, and we leave it for 18 months to 2 years just to let it season the cask. Oak is perfect because it's sturdy enough that it's going to last for decades. I mean, we've got an 84-year-old whiskey now, but it's porous enough that the alcohol is going to seep into the cask and give the color and flavor that we need. After the full 2 years of air drying or up to 2 years of seasoning, the sherry is emptied out and we turn it into our own vermouth in collaboration with Valdespino, which hopefully we'll be getting in the new year. And then the casks are perfectly sherry seasoned, sent to Scotland. And around that time, it's been about 5 years to craft our exceptional oak casks from start to finish. Then we age it. We use it for aging. So 18
Right.
years, 84 years old. So that's a really unique process that MACALLAN has, is the full vertical integration from acorn to glass as well.
How do you guys like the classic cut? Now we're starting to get into the sort of the main lineup of MACALLAN.
Beautiful. 15 years old double cask is next.
Hold on, I'm going back to the classic cut. No, I'm just teasing you.
No, it is beautiful though, isn't it?
It is good.
Those tropical lemon notes. Double cask 15-year-old. This is kind of a newer range, you'd say, compared to our classic sherry oak MACALLAN, like the 18. The double cask range is a beautiful balance between American and European sherry seasoned oak casks. So again, the white oak, the red oak, they're taking about a 50-50 split of percentages from those two types of casks and marrying it together for 15 years. People always ask me, they keep it separate actually for the 15 years from the two types of oak woods and then marry them together afterwards. So it's a lovely marriage. They get to know each other before bottling and then they're bottled together for life. So double cask, that just means American European, and 15 years old. That's the youngest age of whiskey on there. This is a beautiful whiskey. Now, the packaging has updated actually, so that's something to talk about too. You may see the older packaging. 18-year-old is in the original older packaging, but this is the new updated. So double cask and sherry oak. I mentioned about the white and the red oak. White and red oak, American European, sherry season.
They were blue before, right?
Blue for double cask and black for sherry oak. And so now it's white and red for double cask, again, white oak and red oak, and then red for European oak wood for sherry oak. So one other thing to note too, I always get this question, even though this is called Sherry Oak Collection, all of the casks have been seasoned with sherry. It's just this was the original name for so long that when we more recently, 15, 20 years ago, introduced double cask, we didn't want to change the name of the original sherry oak. So it's really about where the casks are coming from, the wood is coming from. 15 is interesting to me. Sometimes it depends. I don't know if it's, again, palates change and adjust and what I've tasted and, you know, had to eat that day. But I often get like a tropical coconut note on the nose of this. Tell me if I'm crazy, if anyone else gets that. But it's got a beautiful freshness to it. %43%. Yeah.
Somebody get what am I getting on the finish? Somebody peg it down for me. It's got a cool on the finish. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting a coconut, but I am getting something that's in the sweeter realm, maybe like a marzipan or something.
They say butterscotch sweetness in there.
Maybe.
Marzipan. I like the way you said marzipan. Yeah, almondy, nutty.
Yeah. But a sweetness. Too.
Yeah. No, the 15-year-old, our whiskey master, Kirstine Campbell said was like her favorite go-to MACALLAN if she had to pick one. 15 years double cask. And again, we don't make a 15 sherry oak. So, you know, in the bar, if you're asking for 15 MACALLAN, it's going to be double cask. But yeah, toffee, butterscotch notes in there.
You definitely get that toffee, and I think you get now you get some almost like red fruit in the mid palate. Yeah, I got it again. So it sounded like that. It's really nice. How do you guys like the 15? Like that one?
Thumbs up.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, this is a classic MACALLAN.
I don't think I've had, I want to say that I don't think I've had the 15 in a while. And stupid me. It's really good. I like it.
It's a beautiful, honestly, it's one of my favorites for the summertime in particular. It's a little bit lighter. Again, we're going to finish the 18 classic, really rich red oak sherry season. But this is really nice in the summertime and great in cocktails too.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot lately. And the cocktail thing started going. We're getting a little bit more whiskey cocktails, wine cocktails. I've been punching through a little bit too. Yeah. Please stop the one where you're adding cereals, like breakfast cereals. Don't do those anymore.
What?
Cocktail people, please stop that.
They're adding cereal?
Yeah, please. It's not even cereal, breakfast cereals, like American breakfast cereals.
Oh,
No, you don't want any of that. You want any part of that. The
interesting.
beer companies already did that and it's gone there. Let's not bring it back somewhere else. The wine ones I get and
Yeah.
the whiskey ones I think are really cool.
Yeah.
Where you're using like wine as an ingredient. And
Yes.
people just don't sometimes get that. And I like that.
Yeah.
And I think it portrays the whiskey a lot because we use a lot of wine finish
100%.
on our whiskey. So
yeah.
I think it apps for us too. So
We've done highballs with the 15 in our we've done an Oloroso Valdespino sherry. And just to be clear about the seasoning sherry as well, you cannot purchase it on market. They're making it specifically for MACALLAN and it's called a seasoning sherry. So it isn't even any type of sherry like a Pedro Jimenez or a Fino. The closest flavor profile we'd pin it to would be in dry Oloroso, but it isn't actually a dry Oloroso.
Right.
So it is very proprietary to MACALLAN, which makes it even more special and rare. But yeah, we've done some incredible cocktails with Valdespino, MACALLAN. Even in a highball, people want a low ABV option.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
now you're having food. It's good. Eyeball.
Oh yeah,
All right. So I have not had this next one yet.
I'm really excited.
So
for
I'm
this
very
one.
excited about this. I have
Yeah.
not had this one. This is the Sherry Oak 12-year-old high strength
110 proof.
110 proof. All right,
110 proof. We were speaking about proof earlier because we don't use that term in Scotland. ABV for
ABV.
us, yeah. But
So that's 55 for you.
yes,
at home.
55 ABV. 110 for my mom and dad watching 55% ABV.
I'm not bilingual, but I am by
You're
something.
Scottish lingual.
Yeah, Scottish thing, like it's no, but we use it. We flip it all the time.
Yeah,
Like depends on what we're talking about, what
Yeah.
which one we're using. So we have no problem with the ABV
Yeah,
and
the
the
proof.
proof.
This is so exciting. So we all hopefully know and love our 12-year-old Sherry Oak,
Yeah.
classic MACALLAN, right? Sister bottle, you could say, to the 18. It goes 12, 18, 25, and 30 of the Sherry Oak range. This is a new addition that we've just upped the ABV of it, or proof of it. So typically it's 43% ABV, 55% now, and it's also non-chilled filtered. So you're going to get some of those beautiful oils. What non-chilled filtered means as well is we're leaving more of those oils behind. The whole point of chilled filtering was to pull away those oils to prevent it from going cloudy, the liquid in there, the whiskey over time. And so leaving them in is my favorite thing because you get really rich viscosity, even more so. And basically, it's the 12-year-old flavor profile amplified. So you get sticky dates in here.
I get like
that's
tobacco and cherry too.
Cherry, 100% tobacco.
I didn't know if you thought I was just mispronouncing it.
No, cherry.
Cherry. They're like cherry, and I get a little tobacco in there too, which is really nice too. Offset.
Like jam.
Yeah.
Raspberry jam.
I'm talking like not smoked tobacco, that just like tobacco leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's funny, whenever we talk about smoke within MACALLAN, so for example,
that's no smokiness in this all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No peated smoke. But Jing tea, we have the sister bottle in global travel retail called the Lapsang tea, and it's inspired by that smoky tea. And I was excited because I was like, oh my gosh, it's going to be really smoky, but it's not peated like our sister distillery, Highland Park. It is a wood smoke that you get. And it's almost for me like a muskiness of those old casks aging in the warehouse. That's what that smokiness almost relates to. So I get that within this as well.
Little grandma's attic, like cedar.
Yeah, cedar. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's grandma's attic. I know. We'll talk about that later. But in a good way.
But this
is lovely. I like this a lot.
What do you guys all think? Because this is like the classic 12, just amplified in flavor profile, in richness. Yeah? Round of applause. Love it. Doing the theater. Click pause.
If you throw a couple drops in this one, I think.
Yeah, I'll do that in a second. Yeah. I only tried this a couple of weeks ago, so really excited.
Then you get that fig, like it's like fig jam on the nose. And in the palate too. Man,
Yeah.
Add a couple drops in that. It's really,
Yeah.
there's like an flavor explosion going
Yeah.
on.
No, the richness of this is absolutely beautiful.
Okay, so this is one of those type of things when people say, not add water, blah, blah, blah. It has become richer by adding the water to it than it was without it. In other words, it was closed. How do you add oxygen to whiskey? You add water. You can swirl it all day. Not adding oxygen, it's not wine. Right? How do you add water? Add water to whiskey. That's how you're adding oxygen. This is, I think, in my personal opinion, adding the couple drops of water made this richer flavor than it did before.
No, I agree. I just taste that now as well. It almost brought out again like that tobacco leaf you're saying more so.
I was just in Tampa and I was visiting, and it reminded me immediately. JC Newman, and I was down in their cigar vault. That's where they make all the cigars. It's a cigar city in Tampa and I get to go in where they do all the stuff to cigars, and it immediately brought that right back to me. Yeah.
I love that.
In the curing room where they leave the cigars for
Well, that's what I mean when I talk about a musky cask. It's rare that everyone has been in an old warehouse in Scotland and opened up a cask and stuck your nose in there and smelled it. And it is absolutely incredible. And it reminds me of home so much. Again, walking into those old traditional dunnage warehouses.
Right.
Do you all know dunnage?
Yep.
Yeah. They're the really short ones. We've had them since before the 1800s. And they're freezing cold. We don't have to temperature control them. Stone walls, tiny little slits for the windows to barely let any light in to keep the temperature really cold. And it's cold. It's so cold. It's freezing in there. But then you walk over to this beautiful old cask, the musky wood scent, and you open it up and you smell that rich whiskey inside before it's been diluted with water. And again, it just creates not that peat smoke, but that wood smoke that we talk about. And it's absolutely beautiful.
Do you guys like this one? Oh, yeah? New fave? Maybe?
This is a new favorite for me.
New fave? Yeah, me too. Field trip to MACALLAN?
Listen,
sure.
Absolutely. My whole family will pick us up from the airport, take us to the river. I didn't mention this earlier. My father's a fly fisherman. So I was talking about the River Spey. He taught me how to fly fish when I was 12 years old.
Nice.
My first salmon on the Spey. Not on MACALLAN site, unfortunately, but very close by. So you can learn how to fly fish with my father as well. Stay at MACALLAN. Pardon? 100% a home cooked meal.
Well, wait a minute. I got to ask now, is the fiance a really good fly fisherman?
Bradley?
Are
you a really good fly fisherman?
No.
He did go with my dad this past summer and he may have had a trip, but
Did you catch a cold?
No, it's all right.
The only fish I caught was a cold. That's usually how when I go fishing.
No, he's a Royal Marine, so he doesn't get cold.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, sure he doesn't.
But yeah, fly fishing in Speyside is absolutely beautiful. Over 100-mile long river. MACALLAN's the only distillery to own 2 miles of it. Very special.
I think I might have a new favorite MACALLAN. I think I might.
110?
Yeah, I might. All right.
Fine.
Now, because this is why they all signed up. So the next whiskey, they were all like, oh, 18. Because they're ageist. I said they weren't ageist. They are ageist. They want to try MACALLAN 18 because that's a very special whiskey.
100%. But you know what? I wonder if we should have finished with the 110 because now after that,
just forget it.
18 is beautiful. Don't get me wrong,
yeah.
But the depth it has. I'm excited to try 18 next and compare it.
Well, I'm actually gonna go back and forth on this one because I think that would be one of those type of things because now you have age versus cask strength.
Yeah.
So that ABV, that higher ABV.
Yeah. 6 years difference.
Age versus beauty.
That's how we know.
The nose is great.
Yeah, I mean, immediately, like those rich raisin. We always talk about this again, but the previous 2 whiskeys we've had, they're both part of the Sherry Oak collection, which means they are predominantly European oak wood. So 90% plus European wood. Red oak. The color of this, they say, is like a light mahogany. So you're getting into those darker tones as well. And the older it gets, you get rich, deep mahogany hues, beautiful caramel flavors. I always love the word, or I love the term, the medjool dates. They're the most caramelly dates that you get out there. Nature's Sweet. Is that what they say? Nature sweet?
I don't know. I never had your very fancy dates. I don't know.
I get it from Trader Joe's. Slangeva. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed.
You know what's funny? It's like it still has that citrus sort of tone to it, which sort of surprised me.
They say like orange oil
Yeah,
with this
yeah,
as well.
yeah.
You're right. It's got a lightness.
Well, I was thinking those break apart chocolates, the orange chocolates, like orange. You ever,
Like dark orange chocolate?
yeah, you ever had the break apart?
These chocolate
Yeah,
orange.
Carrie, break
Oh,
aparts.
break apart?
I don't know. I make up words.
We always get them in our Christmas
Yeah,
stocking.
yeah, that's it.
A Terry's chocolate orange. And you're right. You have to smash it on the
Smash
table.
the table.
Yeah, yeah.
But the dark ones,
Yes.
not the milk chocolate.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. No, you're right. I mean, this is quintessential MACALLAN. When people speak about I love MACALLAN, they're usually talking about the red oak,
I don't know, man.
European oak wood. What, you like the 12? I like the 12 too.
I like going back and forth because like a lot of the flavors in one will
Do
give
that
you
as well.
will change the flavors in two. You know what I mean? When you go back and
Mhm.
forth,
The 12 to me is more like jammy, like you said.
it's fig
It's
jam.
oilier. Yeah.
It's fig jam with a leaf of tobacco in it. That doesn't sound very appetizing, does it?
Feel you
But
can make that here.
yeah, good. All right. So I'm just out of curiosity. You can vote for more than one. I just sort of want to get a general range here because I'm going to forget this one because I have to say it.
Harmony
the
Jing.
Jing, right?
Harmony Jing tea.
Jing tea. Did you like?
Oh,
If you like it, yeah, I just like it.
oh, you like it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
it's
you like it.
favorite. Yeah.
No, yeah,
I mean, I love
oh,
all
we'll
of
get
them.
to that.
Okay. all
Like
right.
it? Okay. Just want to see what like this which one's this one?
Vibrant oak. Harmony, vibrant oak.
Vibrant oak. Vibrant oak. Okay. All right. Now we can get into the classic cut.
2024.
More-
Oh, double hands over there. Okay, I love it.
Don't stick your foot up. Okay. Uh, how how about the 15-year-old the double sherry, double oak? Okay. The 110, the high proof 12.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
The 18.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Sir,
Oh,
sir, sit down, please. The plane is moving. The plane is moving, sir. All right. So let's now I just wanted to get a general read in the room of like who liked what and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And you can, like I said, you can vote for more than one. However, your favorite, Jing Tea,
Oh, great.
Aha.
Okay.
Vibrant Oak.
4. 2.
Two.
Classic cut.
The classic cut.
1,
This is your
2, 3,
favorite
4,
now.
5, 6, 7.
Oh,
7.
the double sherry, double oak
3,
sherry.
4.
All right.
4.
That's the 15-year-old. The high proof 10, 12.
12.
My
favorite
the
as well.
18.
All right.
The 18. Listen, I think you got like by the way, I would say of the people who left their vote to the end, I would say that the 12 high proof and the 18 were pretty tight.
Yeah, I
They were
agree.
close.
I agree.
I mean, I'm not counting.
I've never tasted
No,
back
sir, you
back
can't
like
add your
that.
vote now. No. Go ahead. He's like, I'm the tiebreaker. Wait a minute. What is it, sir?
He's like, all of them.
Where does the rare cast fit into the lineup? Is
Good
the
question. Rare cask is,
usually on my shelf, about halfway in. Oh, sorry.
it depends which year. So it's similar to Classic Cut where it is an annual release. So some years have more American oak, some years have more European oak wood. It's more of that split between the two different oak types though. So
They vary.
they do vary.
I mean, they really do. The rare cast for me, that's one of those ones that I don't buy blindly. I want to taste them because they do vary, and I like. It's not that I don't like one, and I usually really like one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I found some of the earlier ones, like the first Rare Cask, I think came out in 2014 or 2015. It doesn't even have the year. So,
Right.
like the Classic Cut says Classic Cut 2024.
I
And
think
so does
originally
Rare
it was only a one-off.
Yeah, and
Originally it
that
was
one
only-
is so dark in color. You can tell it's very much predominantly European wood, but the modern ones are a little bit lighter. Still European heavy, but more American oak in there too. So it changes. So I would say it's not going to be as rich as the sherry oak range, but it's going to be richer than the double cask range. Yeah, but it's brilliant as well. Again,
somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. People collect every single annual year as well, but it differs, so it's great.
Anybody else have a question? You have no questions about MACALLAN. All right. Well, I guess my job is done. I guess Molly's job is done. Molly, I want to thank you so much for coming here with us today.
Snow, thank you all. You guys have been wonderful. Thank you. Slanjaba.
Thank you all for coming. I'm going to actually, I got some things that we have to go through. I'm going to say goodbye to all of our friends on Facebook or on podcasts.
Bye.
You can get this podcast wherever you get podcasts. Look for It's the Liquor Talking, and we're on Facebook and stuff too. But saying bye to them, I hope you enjoyed the broadcast, but you should have been here. It was awesome.